Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you guys my Superheavy Samurai deck profile for November 2014. Along with the Fluffles, Superheavy Samurais are another deck that I've been testing around from the new Challenger set, and I thought I'd give you guys the deck profile. It's a lot of fun. I love the whole concept of being able to attack while in defense mode and using your defense points as your attack points, so let's go ahead and get started. I run 3 Superheavy Samurai Big Banky. Saying the Superheavy array, like I'm saying, I'm already messing up, is going to be a hassle, so I'll just call each one by their end names. So we'll call this one Big Banky. When this card is normal or special summon, you can change its battle position. Super Heavy Samurai monsters you control can attack while in face-up defense position, and if they do, apply their defense for damage calc. So Big Banky is your main monster of the deck. He is the one that allows all your Super Heavy Samurais to attack while in defense mode. The best thing about him is he's got 1,000 attack points, which makes him the ideal target for Giant Rat, which is a very important card of the deck. So once you special him off of Giant Rat, you can switch him immediately to defense mode and sit on his 3,500 defense points, which for most people will be very difficult to get over. But the best part is you can use this defense points as your attack points for this monster. He'll be your big finisher in a lot of your attacks in this deck. I'm also running 2 Super Heavy Samurai scales. Definitely would like to get this up to 3, but for the life of me, I could not find a third one. I mean, I'll get one eventually. I'll show you the card that I want to take out for it. But basically, if your opponent controls 2 or more monsters and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if this card is normal or special summon, you can target one level 4 lower Super Heavy Samurai monster in your graveyard, except for Super Heavy Samurai scales, and special summon it in defense mode. You can only use the effect of scales once per turn. This is pretty awesome because the one thing I love about the Super Heavy Samurai effects are they get their defense mode, change, yada yada, all their abilities, even if they're special summon. I know a lot of skills out there now specify the monster to be normal summon or anything like that. But Scales is one of those cards that's not like that. So you can get a wide variety of monsters in your graveyard. A special summon ability is always great. It allows for exceed summons, the works, field swarming. Big Scales has got 1,800 defense and 800 attack. Like all Super Heavy Samurais, he's got great defense. An 1,800 beater in defense mode while you have Big Banky on the field is always good as well. We're making Scales a very viable part of the deck. I also run 2 Blue Brawler. Blue Brawler is pretty standard, 2,000 defense, 0 attack. When it is normal or special, you can change its battle position. It can't not be destroyed by battle. Giant Rat is a card in this deck where it'll make a lot of your plays go off. So when you special summon this guy, switch into defense mode, can't be destroyed by battle. Most of the time that'll end your opponent's attack reign right then and there. I also run 2 Heavy Samurai Swordsmen. When this card is normal or special, you can change its battle position, and if a Super Heavy Samurai monster you control battles an opponent's monster, after damage calculation, the opponent's monster's attack and defense becomes 0. So I like Swordsman if I am dealing with a big brawler on the field. I was about to say Big Banky, but that's the card you're using. Reduce it to 0 and then use Banky to attack into this monster. So in exchange, you'll be getting rid of the monster and dealing a heavy amount of damage to your opponent. I also run 2 Super Heavy Samurai Kabuto. This ability is if your opponent special summons a monster, you can change as many attack position Super Heavy Samurai monsters that you control as possible to defense position, and if you do this, by the effect, they gain 500 defense until the end of the turn. Most of the time you'll have them in defense mode to begin with. I don't want to know too many situations where you're keeping your Super Heavy Samurai in attack mode, albeit an effect from your opponent's monster, yada yada. But Kabuto is great just for those defense mechanism plays, switching everyone to defense mode if need be, and otherwise. That's why I'm only running 2 of him. I find 3 to be kind of a dead draw. I also run 2 Super Heavy Samurai Soulbane Cannon. This card is great for clearing the field, and his ability to equip to a Super Heavy Samurai can really help with the attack boost. He's like a little armory arm in a way, and the 1,000 damage can make or break a game when you're facing your opponent. And the minimum 1 destruction effect is awesome because you'll pretty much clear the field and start fresh, which this deck relies pretty much solely on getting your effects off and making sure your opponent has nothing to work with. And Soulbane Cannon really helps with this. And I'm running one Super Heavy Samurai Soul Shield wall at the moment. We'll probably take this out for the third scales once I get it. I like the effect, but I don't like the whole reduction of defense to 0 and the fact that it's a permanent reduction. So yeah, like I said, it's good for those situations for the 1200 boost, but most likely will be coming out for the scales. And like I said before, I run 3 Giant Rat. This guy will get off probably most of your plays. Set him, have him destroy by battle, get Big Banky out on the field, because that's the one thing you want to do fast, is special summon your Big Banky and go off your plays like that, because without him you won't be able to attack in defense mode and be dealing high numbers of point of damage. So you want to make sure to get your rat as soon as possible. And I'm also running 2 Construction Train Signal Red. Honestly, I can go back and forth between either using 2 of this and 2 Machina Fortress. If you're into using offensive capabilities of Fortress and you don't really want to rely too much on the Super Heavy Samurais themselves and also rely on Fortress, go with Fortress. But if you want to rely solely on the Super Heavy Samurais and use Train Signal Red just for defense, recommend running 2 of this. The special summon effect is great. If he survives the turn, you can use him for an Exceed summon afterwards. All in all, a great card. That is it for the monsters. We'll move on to spells. I run 2 Twin Swords of Flashing Light Trice. This card will probably be a finisher in a lot of your plays. You must send 1 card from your hand to your graveyard. When you activate this card, a monster equipped with this card decreases its attack by 500 points, and a monster equipped with this card can attack twice during the same battle phase. I was thinking of a completely different card. The other one I was testing, I like Trice a lot better. Being able to attack twice with your Banky really helps. A 3500 attack point monster that can attack twice is very dangerous, which is why I like using Trice. And the send effect can be used mostly on your Soulbane cannons to get them in the graveyard, because with scales you can just re-special summon them back onto the field and then re-equip them. Because with Soulbane cannon and Soul Shield wall, you can equip them from your hand or on the field to your Super Heavy Samurai monsters. Plus, I run 3 supply squads, pretty standard. If anything's destroyed, draw power. 3 messenger apiece. The reason I like this card is because this doesn't really indicate it being a stall deck, more or less of it being the fact that monsters with 1500 attack points or more cannot attack. That doesn't really affect you at all because you do not have anything in this deck with more than 1500 attack points. You're attacking with your defense, and messenger apiece doesn't take that into account. I also run 2 Forbidden Lance, pretty standard. You don't want your Big Banky or anything that you're attacking with to be destroyed by your opponent's back row. 1 Regeki, 1 Book of Moon, and that's it for spells. For traps, 3D Prison. You don't want to run into anything that could set you back a bit. 1 Compulse, 1 Solemn Warning, 2 Breakthrough Skills for those annoying monster effects. 2 Super Junior Confrontation. Let me tell you about this card. This one's gonna seem kind of confusing, but I like it because it forces your opponent to battle your lowest attack point monster, which lots of time is going to be Big Banky. Let's face it, he's only got 1000 attack, so he will be one of your juniors on the field. So you'll choose their lowest attack. He'll attack into Banky, albeit whatever the difference is between his 3500 attack and whatever their attack, they'll be taking a lot of damage. Plus it negates the 1 attack of the monster that was currently attacking, which is great if you want to avoid getting collided with something unnecessary. That is it for the main deck. We'll move on to the extra. I won 1 number 15 Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder. I like this card. I don't like to overlay too much with my Bankys, but there are those situations where number 15 does come in handy. 1 Gear Gigan X, because all the Super Heavy Samurais are machine-type monsters. 1 Castell, 1 Love of All Chain, 1 number 101, 1 Gaga Cowboy, 1 Daigusto and Morale, 1 Maestroke, 1 Utopia, 1 Soul of the Silver Mountain, because they all are Earth monsters, 1 Mech Quick Engineer, 1 number 30, 1 Ghost Trick Alucard, 1 Wind-Up Zen Mains, and 1 Levier. So, yep, that's it for the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed, and Kira Twig out.